What's up guys, it is Chris back with another news video, and today we have some exciting news from Alpina, a new movement, and a new watch. It is the Startimer Pilot Heritage manufacturer, and yes, this is a manufacturer movement, and it is actually a bumper movement. They have actually recreated a bumper movement. Very interesting watch, very interesting movement. Before I get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. So as I mentioned, Alpina are back with a Startimer Pilot Heritage manufacturer, and they have created the AL-709. It is a manufacturer caliber. It's an automatic bumper movement, technically an automatic movement, and essentially it works the same way as vintage watches equipped with a bumper movement works. It does not actually, the rotor on the movement does not actually rotate in 360 degrees. It only rotates partially, so 120 degrees on those old watches. I believe this watch they're doing 330 degrees, and essentially it just bumps up against a spring. In this case, they're using sort of a blade is what they're calling it. It's also working as a spring, and then it would reflect it or deflect it back, and then it would hit a bumper on the other side, another spring. So you would wind your watch that way. It would actually move a little bit back and forth rather than round and round. Very, very interesting. This is a 26 jewel watch, 38-hour power reserve, and it's beating at 28,800. Really good looking movement as well. They went with sort of a warm tone. It's like a rose gold tone or copper tone to the actual metal here. Looks really good. A very interesting looking movement, and I really like that they went way back and did something very heritage. This is cool. This is looking very, very good. The cases on these, as I mentioned, are in a barrel case, so it looks a little bit like, let's say, an Omega Speedmaster Mark II. If you're familiar with that watch, it's sort of a barrel case. This is what these look like, and they're similar in spec as well. 42 millimeters by 40.75, so obviously almost like a square, very sort of rectangular almost. And then you get 13.25 millimeters thickness. Obviously, you're getting a sapphire crystal. You get to see the movement from the back, which is really one of the best parts of this watch. And you're getting 100 meters of water resistance. The dial is actually really cool as well. It's a silver colored dial. Now, there's two different versions. There's a PVD coated gold version and then a stainless steel version. Both of those are getting a silver colored dial with vertical brushing on it. And then also there's applied indices. Those indices are getting sort of a red Luminova. I think it's a Swiss Luminova that they're putting in there. It's a red color. A really interesting looking watch. They haven't shied away from embracing sort of that vintage look, so they've gone 100% of the way, and it looks very, very good. If you're into this, this is a very interesting watch. These are limited editions, so there are two, as I mentioned. There's the gold PVD, and then there is the stainless steel. They're both limited to 188 pieces, and they both of them come on a brown leather strap with off-white stitching. Beautiful watches, very vintage looking. They are on the more expensive side. I know I say this a lot, but for an Alpina, I think these are very expensive. They have gone back and made a very interesting movement. I don't think there are many manufacturers out there making a bumper movement. I think there's like one or two bespoke, very high-end independent brands that are actually making bumper movements. This is kind of special, kind of different, something that you haven't seen from any major brand recently. So this is very interesting. They're charging $3,500 for the stainless steel and then a little bit more for the PVD coated gold. So these are very expensive considering they are Alpinas, and you can get a Startimer for around $1,000 or $1,300 depending on what you want. And basically the same case with a different movement. The GMT, I think, is what goes for around $1,300. And on the secondary market, you can get those for a really good price. And they look really good in my opinion. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.